Dude, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. But apparently, well, first off, apparently my PC has just decided that the new cool thing is to just randomly reboot without any crash logs or anything. Hello? Yay! Can you read this? Why do I not have the permissions necessary to run my own? What the fuck are you on about? I am the only owner of this PC. What the fuck are you on about? Stop. You must have read permissions to view the properties of this object. Click advance to continue. Both system and admin has full control. Why the fuck are you like this? How do I fix this? I just want to know why my PC is crashing. Apparently it did make a crash log this time. So that's progress, I guess. Can we like have 1 year? Run as admin. I bet you this thing isn't gonna tell me shit. Dude, trying to figure out why something died. Oh, that's helpful. The process name for the crash was system. Ah, yes. Very helpful indeed. Dude, this info. Oh my god. This information isn't even correct. According to this, one of the things that crashed is Windows 10. Anyone want to take a wild guess as to how that's a little strange? Is it bad RAM? Oh, no. No. Oh. Let's see. Messing with this for days. I'm completely lost. Let's see what the format is. Point. Oh, no. Okay, so it's a graphics crash. Dude, why the... Dear NVIDIA, who will never see this, but I want to complain to you directly still. If I have the option to either run the stable version of your bullshit or the newest version of your bullshit, don't make the... Don't make the stable version crap. So, I've always used the I've always used the studio drivers. Just because they're supposed to be more stable. So you have less problems. Also, how do I figure out if NVIDIA is like acknowledging problems? NVIDIA. Let's see. Studio. Driver issues. Dude, their own text is like the studio drivers are updated less frequently than game-ready drivers, focusing on stability and compatibility with professional software. This includes, but is not limited to, OBS. Which version are we on? 565.90. No, I want to know if you're doing anything about this bullshit crashing. That's what I want to know. Well, I guess not.
Rivals of Ether 2 is finally releasing next Wednesday. We hope you've been enjoying the free demo on Steam Next Fest in the meantime. There's a few from our current iteration. Other than that, first up is rank mode. We got some keeping our balance and everyone who bought the game has a great experience. Other than that, first up is rank mode. We've gotten some great feedback and data from our current iteration, and we plan to add new menus.
Here's what I want to know. So, okay, back to Rivals of Ether. And if we crash again, I'm just gonna go to bed. How about that? Does that seem fair? Good. Great. Wonderful. Where the fuck is my browser? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go eat something. And I'm probably gonna like stay offline and play The Sims. Cause I'm on a Sims binge lately and I've been having a lot of fun. I've like actually been having a ton of fun. Also, I'm super pissed about the results of the last 2 days of shopping and paying bills. Anyway, Rivals of Ether. Ranked. I really want to know how long a season of Ranked is going to be.
to better see your progress as well as unique rewards. Meanwhile, our art team will be working to release a steady stream of cosmetic items to the shop. As we detailed in our last 2 deep dives, once a month there will be an event that brings multiple skins.
I'm so impressed that they're dedicating, or not dedicating, but committing to like 15 months or something like that of like events. There's gonna be monthly events for like custom skins that you can win or unlock.
Tied to a new theme. We'll frequently be releasing groups of items too, such as our upcoming Halloween bundle, which will feature the slasher clan that we previewed last week. It'll also feature new skins for Rano and Zetterberg, as well as new icons and an emote. Tutorials are absolutely planned, and we hope to start on them shortly after launch, along with other training mode improvements. In the meantime, we developed a new player guide with a bunch of helpful information that we hope can ensure that the new player experience is a good one. Our main hope with launch is that we're successful enough to bring back the team that started
I don't care about story mode.
chapters that focus on different characters or different parts of the story. Chapter 1 is designed to be a linear platforming adventure. That's Chapter 1. Our current plan is to release 4 characters per year. We plan to pull from
4 characters a year. That's impressive. A new character a quarter? If they can... And okay. Also, this game is like $30. First off, this game is $30. And that's it. After you've paid your $30, you don't have to pay anything else if you don't want to. I firmly believe that if you enjoy something, even if you can't play it enough, it's worth getting like a skin pack or something every now and again. Just to like help develop more shit. It's why I'm trying to stay on top of fighting games that offer rollback. I don't have time to play all the fighting games, but I think it's important that the people who offer proper netcode for people who don't live on top of each other in one city in Japan, that they get the funds they need to develop more cool shit.
the Rivals 1 roster, including the Workshop 5, as well as existing characters in the universe who were not previously playable, like Fleet and Lockstep. We'll also be designing...
Oh, we're getting... Wait. What? Okay, I need to listen with both ears for this.
From the Rivals 1 roster, including the Workshop 5, as well as existing characters. Roster, including the Workshop 5, as
Oh, the workshop contest characters. That's what he's talking about. The workshop contest characters for Rivals of Ether 1 is coming back. There is more story mode and dungeons characters coming, like unplayables.
Workshop 5, as well as existing characters in the universe who were not previously playable, like Fleet and Lockstep. We'll also be designing some brand new characters, never before seen in Ether. We don't have plans for guest characters at the moment, but we won't say never on that either.
No guest characters currently. Because they had Ori and Shovel Knight in the previous one. So there's no plans for guest characters right now. But they might be a thing potentially, probably, maybe in the future. When are we getting Workshop?
Workshop is going to be a huge initiative. The move to 3D presents a lot of challenges. And we don't have the advantage of Yellow Afterlife from the Rivals 1 team, whose previous work accelerated our development. It is on our roadmap, and we have even done some foundational work, but we still expect it to take a year or two. Just like with Story Mode, our success at launch will help dictate how quickly we can scale up our team in order to take on a big feature like Workshop.
That's interesting, that they aren't doing any workshop stuff yet. But they're looking at either year 1 or year 2. Which is like, I feel like a lot of the popularity Rivals of Ether 1 got was through like the infinite possibilities of Workshop. Because you could play so many bullshit characters. One of my favorite Workshop characters is 2B. Someone has like programmed a fully functional 2B into Rivals, and it plays really similar to the implementation that was added to Grand Blue. And it's really fun. Console release. When is console release?
This may come as a huge surprise to you based on what I've shared so far, but we expect to come to console in 1 to 2 years. The main limiting factor here is getting these other features we've discussed in-game, so that our console debut can feel like a definitive version of the experience.
Oh, they're addressing the esports thing. So if anyone wants to actually watch the thing that I'm watching, from start to finish, YouTube chat, here, Twitch chat, you have it already. Enjoy. So console release will not come until they have made everything else, basically. So that if you decide to buy the console version, you're getting like the definitive edition, which I think is fair. So we're looking at 1 to 2 years before console release. Nice, I think that's fair. Esports. We're at 3 minutes 30 out of a 4-minute video.
We care a lot about our competitive community, and there is so much that we were able to do with Rivals 1 considering how small our team was. We have big plans on how we could support Rivals 2, especially with Off-Brand being our co-publisher now. But you'll have to stay tuned for more news on this subject soon.
Oh, fuck off. He's like, oh, we can do so many things with Off-Brand. And then that was it. Oh, that is the worst. Okay, so the reason I'm like a little miffed about like not getting any information about this is that there is two paths when it comes to esports. There is either the franchise bullshit, which is like your Valorants and your leagues and your Counter-Strikes and that stuff. And then it's a complete free-for-all on the other side, which is like Smash. There is a theoretical middle ground here, which is Smash World Tour. Smash World Tour. And I know Smash World Tour doesn't exist because everyone fought Panda instead of Nintendo. I'm aware. But the way Smash World Tour was gonna work, introducing Smash World Tour. Blah blah blah. Can I get the? So, Smash World Tour was going to be a circuit style season. Which is like kind of a middle ground between how the franchises work and how the like fucking free for all no rules work. Where you have set events at like a certain tier. And then you have set events as well, not set events on lower tiers. So in Smash World Tour's case, a platinum tier event would be something like Super Smash Con or Genesis or the Big House. And then gold events would be like smaller events like Combo Breaker, Wavelength, Riptide. And then silver and bronze events would be like your little, not locals, but, well, locals could fit into the bronze tier events. And then silver tier events would be like your regionals. And then anyone could apply to be a bronze tier event. I think you could apply to be a bronze or silver tier event, or a silver and gold tier event. And then it's like at the end of the season, you tally up all the points and the like top 16 players battle it out. I think that is a good way to do it, because like in places like here where we have, I don't know, 3 country majors or something like that, but there is a ton of weeklies. So if you could get a quarter of like a platinum event for winning your weeklies, you could potentially be like the best in the country through just playing weeklies or like your locals. And that's kind of neat. So I think the way they would have to do it, like the way they would ideally do it, is you would still run your like platinum event. If they take all the best things about Smash World Tour, and all the best things about like, well, it's wrong to say Smash World Tour, but if they take the best parts of franchise and best parts of circuit, And like kind of force them to be one unit. That's gonna be sick. So how would that work? Because like that's the next thing, right? I think that the lowest tier event, if I'm wait, where's my I have paint. We can actually figure this out. Paint. Oh, that's bright. But sure. No, I'm gonna reverse this because fuck that. Okay, so wait, I can just type. I don't have to. So it's. Oh, that doesn't type at all. Where is? There we go. Circuit. And then I wanna. No. I'll put it over here then. Circuits. That's not how you spell franchise. Franchise. Tiers. Plat. Gold. Silver. Bronze. That's your tiers, right? A plat event would be, we're just gonna operate with one as our points. Gold event would be 0.75. Silver event would be 0.5, and bronze can I not spell? Oh, it's with Z. I think. Bronze event is 0.25. I think. I'm not sure about this. This is just thinking out loud. But I think that's how you're gonna have to do it. And then they include, but are not limited to, oh, no, stop it. A bronze event would be like fucking Wi-Fi. I'm saying Wi-Fi, but I actually mean online. You know, you're smart enough to figure this out. I believe in you, chat. Your silver events would be your locals. A gold event would be a regional. And then a platinum event would be a major slash super major. Do you agree? How do we feel about this, chat? Because the thing is, if you score Wi-Fi or like online, if you score online tournaments too high, the entire thing will be screwed. If the point is that end of season top, what would that be? Top 4? Top 3? Top 3. I'm gonna say top 3 to 4 each region finals. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't think you can make an argument for like more than 4 people from each region. For like the end of season, because you're gonna have to fly them out to location, have them play, blah blah blah. But the thing is, if you're playing in, say, Europe or NA, you can potentially outscore someone who goes to like every regional and every major or super major. Playing Wi-Fi tournaments, if Wi-Fi tournaments are scored too high. So it might actually be too much giving them like 75, giving them 25% of whatever full marks would be for a platinum event. It could be that they can only get like 10%. But that's something we don't know yet, because like no one has actually done this. But I think this is the best way to do it. You could also just do a free for all and thoughts and prairies your way through all of it. That is an option. Because like rivals to esports scene technically doesn't exist yet. We've already had like major prize and participants online tournament. The biggest tournament ever for rivals 1 or 2 happened this last Wednesday with 1,024 participants and a $3,000 prize pool. I think the winner walked away with like $1,200. Yeah. Yeah. Now, that isn't gonna be a thing every week or every 2 weeks. Oh, actually, it might. It might. It depends. But I wouldn't count on it. But I do think that if we're gonna... Oh, man. I wish that I could participate in setting up the rules for Rivals Esports. Not because I think I'm like the most qualified or whatever. But I do think I know how to make it sustainable. I actually think I understand esports enough that I could set this up in a way that is sustainable, where everyone... Okay, I hate this phrase, but it's true. Where everyone has the potential to be ranked the #1 player. But understand, before you get mad at me, understand that everyone can and everyone will. It's 2 very different things. Because most people won't, but everybody can. Does that make sense? If you don't, but if a theoretical you quits their job and does nothing but grind rivals forever, you will become the #1 ranked player eventually. Don't do that. just don't. But the thing is, people can't afford to travel. So I think you should be working like 4 times as hard. if you can't travel. And I know that sounds harsh. Like, but why should I have to play X amount of tournaments just because I can't afford to travel? It's because you get to sit at the comfort of your own system and setup. You might not win a lot of money playing online tournaments, but you can play 7 tournaments a week. That is not that's not a luxury afforded to someone who is required to meet certain sponsored deliverables and stuff by going to tournaments and showing up in jerseys and or merch. Because like that is something you have to think about. Pro players, they aren't just players. They're also marketing billboards. I don't... Okay. Chat. NA people, raise a hand if you're here and listening. I have a question. Oh, nice. When the Galaxy S22 Ultra came out, do you remember? Was it not the S22? Was it the S23? No, the S23 is the like super cute couples video, is it not? The ads. Right, S22 Ultra, Faker ad. It was, wait, it was the S23. I have these backwards.
Wow.
Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker?
In the official trailer for the S23 Ultra,
That man's a gaming.
you have this lad. Can barely make it out at the bottom here. But that's Faker. That is one of the biggest characters in League esports. Maybe in esports ever. They're like... Faker set... I believe it was Faker who set like an absolute record when it comes to like paydays. But this was the ad for the S23 Ultra. This was like the launch ad for that phone. So like you will have very, very different obligations if you're like some Wi-Fi. All this to say that you have very different obligations if you're like a Wi-Fi warrior playing from the comfort of your own home, or if you're like a sponsored player. But if you want that sponsored player life, then like do not expect it to be like as glamorous as the the one Faker has, or like esports in China, for instance. That's like a whole different ball game, and I know Faker not from China. But like Chinese esports, that's completely the opposite way than how sports exists here in the West. Where like they're trying to get their esports teams to show up to like cheer and be uplifting and positive for like their soccer teams and stuff. It's a complete 180 from what we're used to over here. And I think it's like that. I think it's like that, well, not maybe to that same extreme, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're like at the same level in places like Korea, for instance. Because like League is massive in Korea. So I wouldn't be very surprised if that is the case in Korea as well. But anyway, if you want to like fuck around and find out at like physical tournaments and you want someone to pay it for you, which is basically all you can ask for if you're doing like a niche game, like Melee or Rivals, because it doesn't have the viewership. If you go and look at, oh damn, hiccups. Let's see. Solinome. It's a little outdated, but it's good enough. If we do League of Legends over the last 365 days, can we not see? Oh, does it not show us channels? It's just, oh, most watched. Riot Games. And let's see. In the last month. Actually, in the last week. In the last week, they've had watch time on streams in like the millions per stream. They peak for like Worlds or whatever the like the finals. They peak at an average viewership of like 487K, almost 488,000 viewers average, with like a peak viewership in like close to the millions. It is insane, the viewership you have for something like that. And like, you don't get that for something like Rivals or Smash. They've set several records, like Melee set several records in their time. I think they were the first. I believe Melee was the first fighting game in Evo history to break 100,000 concurrents. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. I think they were the first to break like 100k viewers. And they've set like several stream records throughout its like now 22-year lifespan or whatever it is. So like you have a bunch of like long-lasting contracts and like legacy contracts and stuff in Smash. But yeah, back to the circuit versus franchise versus whatever. I think that the optimal way to set up, not necessarily, this is not talking about like price pools, because I can't predict what kind of sponsors they're going to be able to get with a production team behind them who are like pro esports. we might see. The thing is, if they listen to their community of like, here's the thing. Here is today's hot take. If they listen to the pro players and not the casuals, Rivals is gonna be a really, really, really good game. And I know. Usually I'm the other way around. However, platform fighters are like fighting games and like purely competitive games in general do not benefit from casual input most of the time. There are exceptions. However, the super high skill ceiling shit that pro players are complaining about or are talking about is lacking or whatever, you're never gonna see that in your like couch game session with your siblings or whatever. Like no one in the history of ever has picked up Melee, played with their siblings, and like dunked on them because they accidentally discovered fucking wave dashing or whatever. And like could just magically do it 50 times in a row to get a super unfair advantage. That's not how that works. I think wave dashing is really fun. It's a really fun way to move around, and it's so easy in Rivals, because it doesn't punish you for doing horizontal wave dashes. the optimal direction for a wave dash is left or right. Which means that you can be doing you can move so fast in that game. It is actually stupid how fast you can move in that game with like the right controller inputs. And because it's like, because I believe it's a buffered state, and not like purely analog, everyone can do it. You can pick up an Xbox controller and do wave dashes all day, every day. It's sick. So yeah, I think that if they sit down with what is potentially like their top 10 players or something like that, but how do I explain this in a way that makes sense? Because like the top 10 players are not gonna be the actual ranked top 10 players, or those who are expected to be ranked top 10 players, are not necessarily the top 10 players that I'm thinking of. Because I'm more thinking like you take the 3 best players of Rivals 1, you take the 3 best players of Melee, and then you take the 3 best players of Ultimate, and then, I don't know, chuck in a big content creator. And then they are your like competitive study group. Also, we've been sitting here forever, so I don't think we're actually gonna get any gameplay done. So I'm gonna put us into just chatting. I'm just gonna park the title in the multiverse. Is Theorycrafting 1 or 2 words? Okay. Let me just... I'll do the whole shebang. I'll put up the... Where is my just chatting thumbnail? Not here. Oh God. Save. There we go. Yeah, because I only have enough gas for like another hour or so. Okay, chat. Does what I'm talking about with like franchise and circuits make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to convey? Because if not, I'm the stupid one. I want to make that clear. I am the stupid one if you don't understand shit of what I'm saying. I do think that maybe 25% of a full score is too much. Now that I've thought about it. I didn't think a whole lot about it, but I did think about it briefly. Nope. Here, let me... Cool. Apparently my mute button doesn't work. Sick. Fucking love it, dude. Also, be sure that you lurk in rival streams this week. There is drops to be had. We need more information, and I think we need more information as soon as possible, honestly. Because if they're gonna do a proper esports scene, if that is their plan to like support esports from day one, day one is what, 6 days away? It's 5 days away. Not talking about what the plan is for the esports scene and like what to be hyped about, because like, yeah, it's gonna be a Genesis tournament. You're gonna have a Genesis tournament, you're gonna have a what the fuck is left of Smash? There will probably be one on Don't Step on the Grass, which is in November. Wait, where's mine? Where's the tournament list for stream? Smash calendar. Luminosity makes moves Miami. We'll probably have one. Don't park on the grass. The fuck is Plat Fight Gaming Championships? What? Oh yeah, and all the like big tournaments that are at end of year are just gone this year, which is really sad. Yeah, they're doing Rivals 2 singles for the Plat Fight Gaming Championships in Florida. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it's a regional or if it's a major or what it is. But I feel like once we're past Don't Park on the Grass, that's it. That's it for this year. And I think I'm absolutely not sure about this, but I think that if they want to make a 2025 season, October is kind of late. Because the plan is a 2025 season, according to their like own screenshot or roadmap. Esports Season 1 is their like 2025 goal. I also don't know if this is set up as like a timeline of things. Because if it is, then this is like the beginning of the year. Season 1 will start. which would make sense, because like February, Valentine's Day, is when Genesis happens. And I'm assuming Genesis is going to be like the biggest tournament for Rivals as well. Just because there's so much cross-pollination between Rivals 2 and like the Smash scene. But man, they're gonna have to start talking about Rivals. I don't want Rivals of Ether 2 to become this thing that no one has talked about and is like obscurity level. But that also means that, well, one, they probably don't have that many things planned. Which, you know, would make sense because they've been spending all their time developing this game. But also, it's kind of go time. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people want a set season. I'm very articulate on the table here, but you guys can't see that. Wait, no. First off, I'm gonna go grab a smoke, move around a little, because I've probably been sitting here for like 2 hours. Because the crash, my timers are off, so I have no idea. So I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna pull up paint. And then we're gonna continue messing around with it for a little bit and see if we can get any smarter. Sounds like a plan. Is everyone on board here now? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. I might be talking to myself. We have no idea. I want to duplicate this tab, actually. That's plan. Okay. Good plan. Yeah, I thought so. It feels like it on my butt. That monster is very, very citrusy when it gets to room temp. I'm not against it, but it's very sweet when it's ice cold. Anyway, grabbing a quick smoke, and then think about it for a bit. See how you feel about it, what your thoughts are, and let's like paint it out once I return. What we would want a season of Rivals to look like. Yeah? Okay, back in a bit. Hello. Chat. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stream, but I do wanna think about this for a second. Also, why in the... Why are you like this? This layer 2. Oh. Man, I did the same thing twice. God damn it. There we go. Hello. What's up, nerds? What you doing? Alright, should I turn down the music a little, or is it fine? Chat. Actually, there is a thing I want to check while you guys catch up and tell me what I want to know. If you want to tell me what I want to know. Rivals of Ether to Steam DB. Demo. It has almost 6,600 players online right now. Which is about what we would expect. I think. Anyway, so I did take some notes while I was rambling about okay, but how are we feeling about the music volume? Does it need to go up or down, or is it fine as is? down a little. Okay. Well, just as the track is fading out. That's down 5%. I don't have decibels for this, I have percentages. But I took it down about 5%. There, that's an additional 3. That's your 8%. Anyway, here's the thing I was talking about earlier. I don't think this is gonna... I don't think it can shake out like this specifically. I think it has to be different. I think the percentage for this one is too high. But it's just an example, so it doesn't really matter. And then this bit here is the like most important part. Kinda. Any thonks? Do we have one of them thonks? Because I have several thonks, but I think this is like the best way to do it. Or rather, this is the best way to do it, and then you can figure out all the percentages afterwards. But I don't think that like Wi-Fi shouldn't count, or online tournaments shouldn't count. I just think they have to count a lot less than regionals and majors, because offline tournaments is a whole different beast to playing online. But the way I'm thinking about it, the biggest events, so like your super majors, your Genesis type tournaments where you have like thousands of signups, should be like the one that gets you the most points. And then you have your regional with probably 25% reduction to a regional. So that would be like a statewide, or depends on how you divide out that this local or locals it could be a 50% reduction, or it might have to be lower. It depends on how much like 100% is worth, if that makes sense. And then online events comes in somewhere underneath this, obviously, because it's a bronze event. A thing that I don't have on this is shit. I lost it just as soon as I thought about it. Oh yeah. Oh. Is that how you spell placement? Placement. Where's points? This is also a kind of important thing. Like, how many placements gets points? And do you do points for like top 64 maybe? If you do points for top 64, or top 32 or whatever, everyone who goes out at 64th, or well, I think it's technically 65th, for everyone under top 32. I think. Regardless, I think that's kind of how you have to do it. So, like, obviously, first place gets the most points, but he gets more or less points depending on, like, what tier event it is. So, if you're, like, consistently bashing your way to first place in locals, it has to be balanced in such a way that your locals placement can make you a contender for a top I don't know, top 16 internationally. Does that make sense? That sounds great. It's chaos. Yeah. So is my mind right now, trying to make sense of this and what I'm thinking as far as like Rivals esports and how I want to see it play out. There's so many things. There is so many cool things they can do with Rivals. As far as like making a healthy esports scene. And I know I'm probably the only one who cares about esports here. Well, that's not true. I know Roven is somewhat interested as well. But it's like, I don't know, a game that is built to be competitive lives or dies by its competitive scene. Rivals 2 is designed to go head to head with like a hybrid of melee and ultimate. But all the sponsor rules and everything that Nintendo has set forth for melee and ultimate, it's just kind of dog shit. They've pretty much guaranteed that neither melee nor ultimate will be large successful things. And when I'm talking about like large successful things, I'm talking about like tier 1 esports, like League Worlds and into like Stream Masters for Counter-Strike, or the invitationals for Dota. But I think a thing that like franchise esports does really poorly is encourage new players. Because you're talking about established teams and like the cost of millions. I think that the last league spot that was sold, so like not a team, just the rights to make a team and compete, was sold for like 22 million euros or something like that. It was insane. There is money in esports. that is just beyond anything reasonable. And I think that if you want that and you want it to be sustainable, you have to prove the circuit first. Which is a thing that a lot of people kind of forget that. OWL, the Overwatch League, is a prime example of someone not understanding how the fuck esports works. That bitch collapsed immediately. And they had some of the biggest sponsors in esports ever. They had like Coke behind them. And you know, they have infinite money. And it still failed. But I think the buy-in was like north of $100 million. Just for the right to participate in the franchise league. Obviously, franchise isn't sustainable for, well, anything. You see this now with people selling their league spots and throwing out their league teams, and Counter Logic Gaming is a prime example of this. They were super successful everywhere. Golden Guardians, same thing. They were super successful everywhere, but they weren't doing really well in League. But they had a League franchise spot. So they dismantled the entire thing to sell the franchise spot. Which is really sad for the individual pro players and content creators. And I think Luminosity might be onto something. With like focusing on individual talent. They're also doing a lot of cool shit, like aside from like just being competitors. They have someone on roster that is like purely there to make content for like the group, which is important if you want to be an esports team. Because every team will have like a character. Team Liquid, it's Hungry Box. For Cloud9, it's Mango. Used to be Shroud. TSM is Leffen. Like, you have these, like, one-off characters who do everything really well. But you can't build an entire org off of those individual pieces. you're dependent on people like commentators and content creators, and then obviously your teams. But I think one, this is too high. This is a bad suggestion on my part. This should have been probably like more like 10. I don't think it should have been. I don't think I should have put 25 here. I think 25 is too high. I think it needs to be that. Oh, I'm never going to be able to align this. That's good enough. I think that has to be that, and this should be 0.25. Just because of this is based purely on vibes and frequency. Because, like, Wi-Fi tournaments, I'm pretty sure that if you go to start.gg or, what is this new one? The platform fighter one. I don't remember. But if you go to start.gg or whatever, and you try to sign up for, like, an online tournament for anything, there will be, like, a billion of them. Also, locals tend to go every week. It's usually a Wednesday phenomenon. Or a weekend thing. Here I know some of the locals go on Sundays. But I think if you're gonna do it depends on, realistically, it depends on how many there is of everything. Does that make sense? Am I talking any sense at all, chat? Because if you have 10 super majors, oh, that's going to be too close. And then you have 10 regionals per region. Bad phrasing. And then there's like 50 to 52 locals. I don't have to type that out. But Wi-Fi is like 7 a week. It's probably more, but like, I think you're gonna be pretty cooked if you're gonna try to do more than 7 a week. Nope, I messed this up. Oh. No, don't agree with my edit. Oh, can I squeeze this in here? I can't. And like, I have no idea how sustainable this is in this current format. Let's say first to they can do more than this, but I think you're starting to stretch it at like top 8. Because, like, we have, what, 5 regions? 4 regions? It's 4 or 5 regions. So you probably want, like, the 4 best from each region to duke it out. And then end of season would be, it would be top, say 20 players in the world at EOS. And then you do isn't it called round robin? Pools? Or ladder bracket. Ladder bracket is also probably a thing. But that requires everyone to be there. Isn't it called round robin pools? Yeah. That way every player has to play every player before elimination start. And you go on a points-based system. You can also do a timed bracket, but that sucks. That sucks for everyone, because there is no rest time. There is no downtime between matches. Also, this wouldn't work. It would have to be... It would probably have to be top 16. And then round robin pools into top 8. Then top 8. It's top 8 double and then bracket. You can do... Oh, sorry. You can do round robin pools to determine top 16. Winners, losers. So it could be... You can do round robin. Round robin is 16 matches. It's 16 matches per player. No, it's 15 matches per player. So you can do round... Oh, shit. How would you do this? You can do round robin pools and then do a cutoff based on scoring. So round robin score. Top half winners 8th, and then bottom half is losers 15th. Isn't that how it works? Isn't that how placing works? If you're doing double elimination bracket. Am I stupid, chat? I mean, yes, but don't answer that. Let's see. Genesis X results. Was it 13th? Wait, does that matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yes. So that's losers 13th. So bottom half of the round robin score once everyone is played. The top cut starts in top 8's winners and can just like fuck off and chill for a bit. While losers plays out. That is a way to do it. So you play out a normal top 16 with like 8 players winner side, 8 players loser side. After a round robin full. That's the fairest way to do it for like an end of, if you want to do like an end of season big tournament, which is like a massive celebration of everything everyone has accomplished. So then you play out. So that would be top 16 to top 8. As a double alien brackets. It's kind of wrong to say that it's a double elimination bracket because you're starting half the people on losers side. But they're starting on losers side after playing 15 matches. So theoretically, you can come out of pools with a score of 0 and make it to grands. And then grands. I don't know. This sounds like something that would be really fun to watch to me. I don't know if we have anyone who watches platform fighter esports. How do you feel about it? Oh, apparently opened up a new window. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Yeah, but like that bit is really difficult to make happen, right? Like the friendlies in the background, especially for invitational. It wasn't meaning on stream. Oh, you were thinking about like just making a watch party and yeah. Okay. Then we run into a different kind of problem. And that's sponsor obligations. Sponsor obligations is the death of like cool watch party events. However, this all depends on Dan and off-brand games. This could be the coolest, most community forward thing that has ever hit esports. and it could be really sick. Or deliverables eats the entire thing, and we're screwed from the beginning. But like this here is something I want to watch. This here looks really fun to me. Oh, a thing we need to have on here is is that how you spell predetermined? Season. It might be with a dash. I don't know if that's how you spell determined. I don't have spell check here. Well, it isn't. No, I do. It isn't correcting me, so it's probably correct. This bit is going to be the most important thing, I think. Because a lot of people are kind of pissed about Melee not having a season. I think a predetermined season from Genesis to something in end of year. Actually, I want to just I want to pencil that in here. Season Genesis through probably I don't have that open. Let me see. Smash calendar. When is February to November? That's a decent season, right? It doesn't have to be longer than that. And then plus invitational for number 1. I think that's how that's gonna look. Also, the word that's missing here is grand. See? I actually do want to move all of this over. Over and down, I think. So we can put in here, rivals to esport season. Thoughts. I should probably organize this a bit, but I'm not going to. Well, maybe a little. EOS. Invitational format. Oh, right. Also, I don't agree with myself calling this a partial. You know what? I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna place it again. Ooh, that's gonna intersect. No, we can just fix it doing this. Season length suggestion. Genesis through plus end of season invitation. No. No. Okay, that one is actually worse than no, no, no. That one is actually way scarier than the wall blobs. Just because of our running nukes joke. Right, how much page do I have left here? Oh, quite a bit. Nice. We can take this and like move it down then. Because I want this under its own point. No, I think that's fine. How are we feeling about this? Oh, that's a little too small. There. I don't know if that's readable on stream or not. Dude, you have me like fucking... It just went through. God damn it, dude. Thank you. No. No. No crying. I'm feeling like that animated character. The one that pulls the tear back into his face because there's no time for crying. It's from It's Raining Meatballs. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, we can compress this a bit now that we've like written out the entire thing. Don't really care if this doesn't make any sense to anyone else. It should make sense to us who've been here. Whoa. And I think that's about all we can ask for. Well, this wasn't crooked at all. Well, that didn't help much. Well, it helped a little. Ah, that's good enough. Oh. Damn it, dude. And again, thank you so much. Oh, I have to play games. I also need the search. This thing sucks dick. Wait, what the actual fuck are we mathing after here? I don't. I have questions. I have several questions, but I also think I have a. Okay, obviously, this isn't going to be used by anyone for anything, but I think it's cool to, like, just speculate. Because I think this is a really. I think this is something I would want to watch. If that makes sense. This is a series. This is a series that would engage watching online events, tuning into locals, regionals, and majors, super majors. Because these two, who are like, currently you can't be the best locals player in your area and go play an invitational. With this you can. There is now a reason to be invested in, like, the Wi-Fi warriors. Which is really neat. Oh man, I want to ask Dan so bad. And, like, if I had any type of Twitter pull, I would. Because I genuinely want to know what the plan is. I don't know. Can anyone think of anything for a circuit format that would actually, or like a format that would actually make sense? Something that I haven't thought about, preferably. Because I understand that this isn't perfect. I understand that this isn't perfect, and there is problems. But also, if you're entering like fucking 16 tournaments a week to get enough placement points to play invitationals, you probably deserve it, you know? I don't know. It has to be set up in such a way, or maybe it's set up in such a way that like 10 bronze events count for 1 silver event. Or 1 plat event counts for 10 gold events. And the gold event is worth the same as ten silver events, and then I don't know, 20 bronze events are worth the same as 1 silver event. That's also kind of unrealistic. I don't know. I don't know how you would like specifically break this down. However, I think this might be a cool way to do it. Or you do like the top 3 players in like ranking score, like circuit score, and then you do like the top 1 player playing ranked. That's a way to do it. I don't know. I don't exactly know the details of my own suggested points distribution suggestion, as it is just a suggestion. Also, I've spelled bronze wrong. Don't care. Come on, update. Today. Pretty please. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here. It's almost midnight. I do want to save this though. Um, we'll save it as. Oh yeah, don't care. That's good. Okay. Sorry about no game today. However, we did get to talk about some cool stuff. So, I don't know. I had fun. And that's probably what's most important. Or at least I think so. Because the more fun I have, the more fun you guys have. It'll be interesting to see how it likes that. Oh, that's a problem for future me. I'm gonna head out. I need to eat something. So I hope you all have enjoyed. And that you do come back for more tomorrow. There should be a stream tomorrow. I can't guarantee anything currently. Because I'm not feeling too hot. But I'm gonna try. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if I'm supposed to be driving someone tomorrow or not. And I don't know until like 5 or 6. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see y'all hopefully tomorrow. If not, probably Monday. Bye-bye.